Hello everyone, it's Jeanette, Crafty Dog. Just here to do a little bit of a craft with me. I've been asked to do another Wizard of Oz journal, and I've made some ephemera. I thought I'll just show you some of that, and then I'm going to, I've just done some check gingham around some of the images. Now these are the same ones as I used in the last journal, and they're from different books of the author, who is Baum, however you want to say it, and some of them are from Mrs. Coggs, and there's a few from others that I'll put in the description below. This was a little kit that there was a few bits in, so I've just popped those there as well. A little envelope, coin envelope, and I've just done some, these were Mrs. Coggs, and I've left them as she did them, just sewed around, and I just put a little bit of silver braid there, replicating the colour of the tin. Oops, get that into focus. Just a little booklet here of Glinda, the Good Witch, and then a little tag. These are from Tracy and Artie May's kit that they did of the fabrication. This I just used gingham, made the pocket out of book page so that can go onto the page, just decorated a bit with my little buttons, and these were another set of different cards that I got from I can't remember, and I will put the link below because I've forgotten who they are. These little ones, I printed off some of the original photos. These aren't too bad. Some of them that I did were not very good at all. The quality wasn't very good, and I was a little bit disappointed because I paid for this other kit that had they were 3-inch circles, and the quality, very disappointing. You can see they're a bit blurry there. I mean, I know this was probably taken from the old film, but you know, when you pay for something, you just sort of, and I've done it on Epsom photo paper, so, and these were I think Mrs. Coggs. So I just did the Cowardly Lion, just did a little tag, and these again were from either Tracy or Artie May's. Yep. And just, you know, little bits. This was from a napkin, and I liked the edge of it, so I just used that on top there. A little bit of eyelash trim. This eyelash trim just across the bottom, and then there, the Tin Man, he's just got some green from the Hessian, and very similar. Well, this was the last one I did, so no, it didn't stick. And these are just the books that Baum wrote, and then the Scarecrow, same thing, and the buttons. I just love the little buttons. They just add that little pop to them all. These were some journaling cards that I just added. They were all Mrs. Coggs, and I just added the bit of eyelash trim there, a little bit of braid there. Actually, I think that's sari. Little daisy, some buttons, and a bit more sari. Now, unfortunately, when I went and checked out the pages, I'll just get rid of that bit. This is, I'm doing a couple of the books, so they're a little bit snug. So what I'm doing is making pockets, and they'll go in that way, but I think they'll still be okay. I might make some more as well, but I was just mucking around with one of the punches that I had, or a couple of the punches, this one and this little, you know, I bought it and I've hardly ever used it, which is very naughty. It's We Are Memory Keepers, and it's got the scallop on one side and the stub on the other. And I was just playing and I thought, oh, I like the bottom of that. So I popped that around index cards, just decorated a bit with some of the little journaling cards, and it's a nice little journaling spot. And I used some of Tracy's numbers and a little bit of old book page just to give it something else a bit different. This one, another little excuse me, coin pocket. One's the Emerald City, and a little bit of braid that I had that I thought went nicely with it, so that slots in there. That's Glinda. A couple of little tags there from Yellow Brick Road, and I just used sari silk. And what I did, I got the, not sari silk, seam binding. I just put it in my hand, and I've just got a little spray bottle that's got water in, and I just go like that, spritz it, and then roll it. And you just roll it up, and it comes out nice and scrunchy, and it'll stay that way. And nice for the top, something different on the top of your tags. This one is has got a couple of little charms on it, little Tin Man and a little heart, because he's just got his heart. This is a glassine bag. The Wicked Witch, when she gets the water put on her, I've popped a timetable in there. And then this is a tag that's got a couple of little tags. It's got the witch and the broomstick, and it's got the little tags of when he gets caught up in the tree. It's not a scarecrow, and this one is whoopsie-daisy. Let it just be a little bit. And when the when monkeys get the lion, because she wants the lion. Okay, so that's that one. That's the Wicked Witch one. And then this one is just Oz, and it's got the three of them, the lion, the scarecrow, and the Tin Woodsman. And then this is the Emerald City one, and it's got the Emerald City and the Guardian of the Door, and just on plain there. And I've just popped a little key on that one. So that's some of the bits and pieces that I've done, which I thought I'd just share along with you guys. I'll just pop them into, I've got a nice little box here that looks grungy and dirty, but it's not really. My dad made and used to keep his nails. He was a carpenter, and I thought I'll have my dad on the desk with me. So they just sit in there, and when I go to do the book, I can take them out and fix them up. Now I've just got, very similar to the last time, this book I've done some stenciling on the back of some of the pages. This I think I will do a flip out. I'll just these are just in there because I'm not sure what I'm going to do. So very similar. I've got some gingham, I've got some coffee paper, I've done an envelope as well, a CD container, which is just on the back like that. I'll put that back later. I've done a couple of belly bands which will hold bits in, and I've got some more papers here that will you know, go in between. This is from one of the kits. It's an envelope, a map, and then this was a coin envelope and a little pocket using the map. So it'll be 2 signatures. I'm not showing everything because I just want some of it to be a surprise to the lady who's requested that I do the journal. I'll do that one. So this one's a little bit different. I've put some paper that I spritzed with Tim Holtz stain. This is from one of the kits. That's how I set about doing the tag. So I'll just put the tag in there. This one I think was going to go in there. So I've got some plain papers. This one, this is when the house lands on the witch, and I want to put it in, so I might even just put it perhaps on up the top and a pin, and whoever, if the lady wants this one, or whichever one she wants, she'll get first dibs, and then the other will go on my Etsy, which I will be updating, because it's I'm very slack. I haven't updated it for so long, and I've got so many journals to pop in. This is a different way of doing a little pocket. I've just done it like that, and I've left it blue. Now I did that purposely. I thought, you know, a white gel pen, and these days most people have got gel pens, can be written on there. I've got some of these which are excerpts from the book. It's not exits, you don't say exits, it's something else, but you know what I mean. And in the previous journal that I made, I actually stuck those down. Now I'm tossing up whether to stick them down or whether to put them onto some really hard cardstock and use them. Just have them slotted in that you can use to pop behind and write on. So like a writing board, that might happen. One of the pockets from a kit, and just a little card that will be fixed up. And I've got lots more in this one, writing space. And in the centre, I've just done one of the bits that I did the, you know, spritzing. I've folded it in, and that will be sewn into the centre signature. A little pocket there that was from the kit. Yeah, so what I might do now is I've just got a couple more things to make, and I thought I'll just turn the camera on, bring you on along for the ride, and you can see what I've done. Oh, I also did a little, I've got to do another couple of these little the gingham, pop them onto some fairly thick card that will go either in the front, probably on the front page or something like that, and then I've got little swatches of material that will be going onto into the journals. Okie dokie. Now I've got some bits over here that I thought I would. How long did that take? Too long? Oh no, quarter of an hour. So we'll do another quarter of an hour. And I've got this card. This is from Artie Mays and Tracy, and I thought I would decorate this one up. I've got a little. This is I think this one is from Mrs. Cog. This little piece, and I reduced it down by half. So I'm going to put some. Quite easy on that one. I'm just going to put some lined paper, I think, in there. I suppose I could just leave it like that, couldn't I? And just put the... Because you could still write on the white. This is photo or presentation paper, they call it. So it's matte presentation paper I use. And that's a bit silly because that's got the, should be opened up that way. I'll have to cover the front with something else, won't I? Bit of gingham. found a website and they have the most beautiful gingham papers. They have like the heritagey type. Actually, that one would be nice, wouldn't it? Yeah, like material. It actually looks like material. And then the others, yeah, some of them are a bit smaller, some of them are bigger check. Loved it. So if I remember, I'll put that down in the description too. So I need the papers as well as the get it wrong. That's for the kits and the gingham. So we might do this, do it this way. I've just tidied everything up, so I'll probably lose everything. So I hope everybody's well. It's been a while since I've done any crafting. You know, I explain every time. I just get caught up with the family, and well, not unfortunately, but you know, they come first, and my hobbies come second, and unfortunately it's how it works out, but you've all said you understand, so I'm here when I'm here, basically, aren't I? New little cutter I got, which I quite like. Mind you, I didn't need it, because gosh, I don't know how many I've got, but there's always room in a craft room for one more, I think. And this one, I can pop it on the shelf in front of me, and it doesn't take any room, it just sort of slots on top of some of the bits and pieces, so until it falls down. Okay, so there we go. There we go. Just a quick little press around the edges of it. Now I should have Emerald City. I think that would be these are some of the bits that Mrs. Cobb comes with her kits. Oh, yes, there is one, but it's going to be too big, isn't it? Okay, now this is the Emerald City. There we are, a bit bigger. I'll put you on pause and sew around, and I'll be back. Okay, so I've stitched around the edge and done the excuse me, inking. Just got a little, this is the Emerald City of Oz, and this is the book cover of that particular story. I just cut the pages just to save some time, and I'm just going to, shall I stitch down the middle? Talk among yourselves. Okay, so that went a little bit wonky, but that's okay. So we've got our little journaling book, and we might remember which one's the front. Oh, doesn't it rot your socks when you can't find your scissors? I'm sure I had them here just a minute ago. Okay, so we get those bits of thread off. Goodness me. isn't it more haste, less waste, or something like that? I can't remember the saying, but it's definitely true here. Okay, so I've just got, I've been using, same as Deb Ricks, friend of mine deals in couture creations, and she got me some to try of the clear glue, and I must admit I like it just as much as the 450. A couple of my girlfriends who are using it, one of them isn't quite convinced, but she's hard to convince to get away from what she normally uses, if that makes sense. So it might take just that little bit longer to dry than, no, it doesn't, it's quicker. Yeah, anyway, it's each to their own, hey. So I'm just going to put a piece of, and what I've been doing while I'm working is putting my big pin in and keeping it up. I do lose a little bit, it leaks out a little bit, but hey, hey ho. All this fuss for a little book, but isn't it worth it in the end? There we go. Looks nice. And I will just fluff a little bit at the end there. This one I'm going to cut flush. Well, not flush, but you know, a little bit off. And it can just come out a little bit. Okay, make sure that I've got, yep. This one I'm just going to pop it at the top, or shall I put it at the bottom? No, bottom I think. And I will just cut a few of those little bits there off. Oh, seeing this is here. Oh, my messy stitch at the end. I think I was going too fast, and I should just have a day and sit down and sew all these, and then they're all ready to go. I did quite a few when the first printing that I did, but I've done a few extras, and I've had to do them as I want them. And the kit that Mrs. Cog did, I was very surprised. There was no Dorothy and Toto in it. So I had to get on, and I've found some parchment paper that I bought, and I printed a few of my own little sayings off to add. There we go. So that's very basic, very plain, but a nice little book to slip into a pocket, so that can go in there. Now I wanted to do, what else have we got here that I needed to do? These. Now these are going to be very plain. This is another kit, and it's just got what would you do with a brain if you had one, if I only had a brain, only had a heart, if I only had the nerve. So I thought, well, I'll pop those on a couple of little manila tags, and I'm just going to, so they're going to be very, very basic, but just instead of just putting them straight in as is, just a little tag, and then I will put some seam binding or something through the hole just to juice it up a little bit. So I'm hoping to come on a bit more often with a few of these little bits. Peter and I are going to do some work with the Etsy shop. He's going to give me a hand. He says, I don't know what I'm going to be doing. And I said, well, we'll work something out. We'll, so just very simple, but excuse me, I'll use my art glitter for this. I've actually put it into a smaller bottle because my hands were aching. They seem to be getting a little bit worse. But then I'm getting a little bit older. Okay, so we're just going to go like so. And then I had that little bit of, no, I don't want green for Dorothy. No red shoes perhaps. This is the seam binding. And all I'm going to do is pull it through. And I love my little Tim Holtz mini thing. And I'm just going to snip that just on the card. Okay, and then we've got a nice little pocket, and I will just water that again. And what I often do, all these crazy little tricks, get a bulldog clip, just clip it, it'll dry like that, and then you then when you take the bulldog clip off, it's all nice and scrunched up for you. Okay, so there was Dorothy. Now we're going to do the Tin Woodsman and the Scarecrow and the Lion. So like I said, very simple. If there's anything of the others that I showed you that you would like to see made, just leave a little comment and I can work that out for you. Most of them you've probably seen before, because I have done most of them before, but next journal I want to do is a real nature journal. I've also got a little golden book of the Wizard of Oz that I'm thinking I might do as well, just to as I've got all the, when you print out all the ephemera, it's just as easy to make 2 or 3 as it is to make one. And I was reading the little book to my grandson, and he was in awe. He was, commenting and all the way through the story. So, and then at some stage I want to do Christmas journals for each of the kids, and basically so that, I don't know if I said this on a video or if I was just talking to one of the mums, so that at Christmas time they can actually write, or Mara can probably do it herself, but the mums can write what happened at Christmas so that they've got a little memory of their childhood Christmas. Because I mean, I've got vague memories of Christmases that we had, beautiful memories, and to have, all of them would have been, brilliant. So just a little idea that we can start when give a little journal to the bubbies when they're born, and well, mine are a bit bigger now. Even the 16-year-old, I don't know if Joe can remember all his Christmases, but he's big enough and ugly enough to do it himself if he wants to write in them. Okay, so where's my other seam binding? I need. I have some yellow here, but obviously, I've got green, and I have got, where have I put it? Blue somewhere. Oh dear, dear, dear. Hold on. I must have used it all. So I think I will just use orange. We'll get the orange for the lion. You probably don't need a lot because it's going to wrinkle up. So what's that? Just under 5 inches. And I'll do some yellow for the straw tinman. I might do that blue for the that man. These are all old Stampin' Up ones that I've had for a zillion years, and I don't know why I hoard, but I do. So it's time to stop hoarding. And then all I do is just pop them, like I said, in the hand. A bit of a spritz, get in there, and roll them. Then I pop them through here. And then I'll just do that on there, spritz them up a bit more, and put a paper clip. It's just something a little bit different, and it does add to the look. And like I said, these are very basic, but I think too with that little bit of scrunch up the top just makes them just a little bit special. So with all the bits that I've got here that I'm doing for these journals, they'll both be very different. They'll all be different, but they'll have similarities. Does that make sense? You can leave it like that if you like, but I just like it when it's scrunched up and you have that little bit of a, you have your little curly bits. Okay, so I think we better leave it there. So that was just a quick introduction of what I've been up to, what I'm doing. Made a couple of little bits there, and I will see you in the next video. Hopefully it won't be too far away. Until then, take care, look after yourselves, your family, and I'll see you soon. So happy crafting until then. Bye for now.